To Star GB's Open House of 2024. I'm here with Steve Totty, and he always has a cup of coffee in his hand whenever we do a interview, don't you, Steve?
I do. But on this occasion, I've also got something else, and a little gift from Japan, some Kit Kats to have with your coffee.
You know I love Kit Kats. Oh my gosh, Kit Kats and Twixes are my favourite. Oh, thank you. That's so thoughtful. Thank you. Oh, that's a positive start. Right, okay. You know what? I'm going to echo that. Is for me, and we're going to take you on a tour in just a few minutes with Alec to show you exactly what's on show here at the Open House. But for me, your team, Steve, don't just put machines in and go, that's it. They've put a lot of thought behind, they've created a product and every single machine is producing a component for that product. So they put a lot of time and effort into their open houses.
Yeah, huge amount of time and effort. Sometimes something I would have preferred them not to do, but that's what they do, and they come up with an idea, they design it, they just like to show off what they can do as much as what the machines can do, and if we give them a drawing, just make a simple part, it's of no interest, whereas designing something, making something, and it gives visitors something to take away that's obviously branded and is a reminder of what they've seen at the show.
Yeah, and for me it's that passion that your team have. We go out to so many case studies, and the question of service and support is always a standard question, and obviously no one's going to sit there on camera and go, but what I will say is your customers speak very, very highly of your team, and that is hand on heart, that's what they say because of the team you've got behind here. So personally, I think you should be really proud of that because it speaks volumes.
No, it is, and we've got a lot of guys here who've got a lot of years in, and we've got some younger guys coming in, and they've embraced the same sort of culture, and it's what we think is the right way of doing everything. It might not be for everybody, but for us, it's there's a bit like cliches. It's that family. We try and embrace all as customers as being part of us rather than just being a customer.
100%. That's sales. Anyway, let's move on. Tough market at the moment, it's safe to say. Yeah. How are you handling it?
Yeah, definitely tough. It's been tough all year. You do what you have to do, obviously. It's often in the market people think, we'll have to just sell machines cheaper. That doesn't really benefit anybody. You've just got to look for the opportunities. I mean, this year alone, we've probably done 25% of our business to OEMs. Normally, it would be under 5%. Our normal customers, SME, small company, the guy offered he might run the machines as well as own the company, whereas this year we've seen OEMs, which again speaks volumes for what the marketplace is like.
Any trends beyond that are you noticing or picking up on?
The only trend is it's flatlining all year. There's little bits of there's a bit of positivity around. We've had the election, we've had the budget, we've had the American election. Our marketplace. I'm not trying to be negative about them, but if there's some bad news around, they batten down the hatches, and rightly so. These are big investments. This isn't. We're not selling a commodity. We're selling a high value product that, unless you really have a requirement, you're not going to buy one on a whim. We've had, since COVID, we had a big ramp ups, people bringing work in from other countries. That's now got back. So we're back to probably now what is the normal market level. It's just, it's a big come down from last year, but, you have to, ups and downs. It is, and, we our customers would like that rather than this, but that's what it is. So.
Okay, anything exciting that you can tell anyone about any products or anything? Because I know you've got a bit of a launch. In fact, we're going to go see it in just a few moments' time. But any parts of the market that you're noticing people are going, right, I need that?
I don't do exciting, now. So that's just a bad question.
Some excitement then.
No, I mean, like I say, this year has been what it is. So the sort of positivity for us is next year will be better. We'll keep doing what we do. We'll keep trying to find little pockets in the market for different things. Hence why we do an open house. We're not here to sell machines. We are long term, but we're here to, with the partner companies to show people things that they can take away that might be 3 months, it might be 6 months, it might be a year. before they come back. But we've sown that seed at an event like this, and this for me is better than a big exhibition because it's more concise and we're talking to our customers. So
for me, it's all about education.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve. Double thank you, Steve. This is amazing. Does it take... No, oh, are you? Actually, for filming purposes, I might have to give you them back, but I will be back for those.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, follow me. We're going to go see Alec now. Right, can I just say, you'll be able to see everyone here, lots of people in the background, lots of conversations being had. It's a very, very popular event, is the Star GB Open House, and this is the man I need to grab. Sorry, he's still in conversation. Right, Alec, I'm going to take a little bit of a tour of the show. Okay. So what is the theme? And I've already kind of briefly mentioned it, but there is so much passion behind what you're producing and what you're creating here. And it's safe to say, I've already prepped with him. I'm allowed to say, let's nerd out in the next 15 minutes or so. Is that okay?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we do take our open houses very seriously, but we try and make cool stuff. We're all engineers and we love making cool bits. So
I think you're going to love this. So here is the SB20R2 machine. Right, I've got to flip my notes over here. 27,000 of these have sold. So why is this a bit of a launch? Why is this such a popular machine?
It's really popular worldwide. It's been popular for us in the UK, and this is the latest iteration of this product. So it's smaller, it's more powerful, it's more accurate, it's heavier, it's got more tool opportunities in the machine. So it's evolution, let's say, of our most popular model in the range.
And why has it always been the most popular model in the range?
I think it's versatility and flexibility of this machine. The platen is very good. You can get lots of different attachments to it, so it's quite a versatile sliding head machine.
And why do people need that versatility?
Well, our customer base is mostly subcontractors, and they don't know what's coming through the door at any given moment. Yeah. So they need versatile machine tools to cope with that variety of work.
And you've sold a lot of these around the world. Why, in what countries? There's... Well, you said some of the stats earlier, so I'll let you tell the audience that.
It's the most popular in the US. It's the most popular in Asia. It's not our most popular model because maybe the specification of the previous model was a little bit low, but the specification of this model has certainly increased. So we're hoping for more sales of the SB series.
Wonderful, right. The open house is also, I haven't mentioned to the audience, is also open tomorrow. So if you want to come along here, you are more than welcome to, but lots of people watch this after the event as well. So that was a nice little teaser. Also, another thing to heads up with, it's really important to see and show off everything. You show off the whole process here, don't you?
We try to. We've invited over 20 of our partners to this event, and we want them to bring all their peripherals that support the production on our machines. So it's a good opportunity for them, and obviously that hopefully will attract more customers to come and see our wares.
Because it's the whole process. It's not just going, here's the machine, that's it. You're very much about showing the whole process.
Oh, definitely. We spend a lot of time configuring the machines, configuring the demos to show off all the different aspects of sliding head technology.
Okay, SP23, tell me about this model then.
Well, we launched this last year. It's been very popular for us throughout this year. So we're doing one of the small components in our assembly, a little sort of brass bearing. But yeah, it's been good for us so far.
So what we're going to see is each machine that you've got sitting in your showroom today is making a component for the grand reveal a little bit later on, but each one is making a piece to that nice invention of yours.
Absolutely. Each one has been in production and they're all making components for our little assembly.
So you launched this machine last year, several of those have sold. Why do you think they've sold so well?
Again, I think it's versatility. With that particular model, that can stretch to an inch capacity as well. So again, it gives those customers the opportunity to do those inch components, which is working well.
Just so you know, later, Paul is going to go back around the showroom and go into a lot more detail on each of these machines. So all we're trying to just tell you is a bit of a teaser as to what each of the machines are capable of here. Another component here. Now this component is very much at the SL10 we're talking about small kind of watchmaking, but this is very prismatic. There's little turning happening here, isn't there?
There is hardly any turning on this particular 316 component, but again, that's an integral little piece to our assembly. So it just shows the capability of the smaller SL range, because it's doing 99% of that's a milling part. So
I wonder if anyone can work out already what. I don't think anyone could work out.
I don't think they will.
Even you wouldn't be able to work out what the actual final product is. Okay, loads more partners as well here at the event. Why do you like working for Star, Alec? You literally love it. I know you do.
I love the variety. I think for sliding head components, whether you're making a part in 10 seconds or whether you're making a part in 3 minutes, there's an art to getting that part off the machine as effectively and as efficiently as you can, and that's the niche of sliding head, and that's always interested me.
I love it. Actually, Chaz is behind me. Great timing. No, don't let the audience see it. So Chaz and yourself work really, really hard on, there's so much passion behind what you do, so it is infectious. You've just mentioned sliding head, but this is your fixed head machine.
It is. Obviously, as a machine tool builder, we're trying to expand our market share, and fixed head is a natural step. So we've got a very loyal customer base, and we hope by expanding our capacity, because obviously this machine goes up to 51 millimeters, we can attract more customers. So we launched it, we previewed it last year, but effectively this year we're doing a proper launch. So it is available, and we're just trying to show the full setup. So we've got the bar feeder, the swarf conveyor, the part separator, etc., to show customers the full SP really on this particular model.
I think that's really important, because you can see here, this is your parts collector, but on previous models that you've seen, there's different parts collectors. So you're trying to appeal to everybody, aren't you? Or provide a solution to everybody.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, showing all the different solutions that we've got within our portfolio.
It's so busy here, you like squishing out, sorry. Another thing I wanted to mention as well is some of the bar feeds. You've got LNS here, but you've also got your own, the 3 meter bar feed too. So why do you have such variety?
Well, it's customer driven, to be fair. I mean, we'd love to sell everybody an FMB bar feeder, but that's not reality. So whatever the customer wants, we'll attach it to our lathe.
And on here, so let's talk about, I was going to mention something about the fixed head actually. I'll remember it in a few moments' time. So this machine here, we're talking about the SD26 Type E, that was it. I've remembered it. I'll tell you about it in a minute. So the SD26, tell me more about this machine then.
Well, again, we launched this 18 months ago now. It's been really popular. It's a true inch machine. It's really versatile. There's lots of different configurations of it. It's a 9-axis machine with the B-axis, so it's a very capable piece of kit.
I feel like you're saying we launched new models quite a few times, like you've said it a few times here. It's a big evolution, isn't it?
Well, we try to launch, a new model, every year, basically, or at least one model every year, because that's technology. It just keeps getting better and better and better to make more and more complex parts.
And let's talk about the whole solution here, because you've got a hydrojet on the bottom here, and then you've got all the way over here, you've got your absolents. So can you tell me about this process?
Yeah, about 60% of our customers have high pressure coolant. Okay, so the high pressure coolant allows you to attack a bigger variety of parts, more trickier materials, for example. If you've got high pressure coolant, you need mist extraction. So this is the latest mist extraction unit from Absolent. It's called the Aerity. So we previewed this last year, but this is the actual model that we're going to sell with our product range.
Okay, the other thing I wanted to mention as well on the fixed head, can you give me a bit of a spec of that fixed head machine, please?
Twin turret, twin spindle, up to 51 capability. We've got 15 kilowatts on the main and sub spindle, 7.5 kilowatts on the power tools, plus or minus 40 millimeters in Y, 640 stroke in Z.
I mean, you can see it straight away, can't you? You're like a walking catalogue. What do you sleep when you go to sleep? What do you dream about?
Sometimes, no. Machines. Technology.
I love it. Honestly, I could literally ask you anything about any of these machines and you know. Okay, the SR32, this is categorically the most popular machine that you sell here in the UK, isn't it?
It is, definitely. So we do sell a bunch of these every year. This is obviously the third iteration of the SR32. On this particular machine, we're doing, again, another 316 stainless steel part. This is the central shaft, if you like, to our assembly. We're trying to just demonstrate Step Cycle Pro, our chip breaking technology. So this is the chips that we're getting. So that's 4.5mm depth of cut, and I think you'll see on the actual shaft that even with Step Cycle Pro, we're getting a fantastic surface finish on that component. So
you mentioned evolution quite a few times, and it is that you are constantly driving to be better, to improve. You enjoy that, and you take good passion from that, don't you?
Oh, definitely. There's a worldwide technical team at Star GB, so there's probably 10, 20 guys, sort of senior managers that participate in that process, and we're just driving the technology, driving ideas, and we report to Japan several times a year via Zoom, or actually visiting Japan to participate in these meetings, and that really drives the technology in the right direction for our customer base.
This component, it was done on the machine down here, so let's take a little look here.
That was done on the SD26, so again, that's an integral part to our little assembly. Very complicated, again, not so much turning, but lots of milling and some broaching on there as well. So yeah, fantastic little part on the SD26.
I don't think anyone could guess yet what it is that you're making. It's just so complex. We've got one more machine to show you as well. Can we nerd out on this machine?
Well, this model, the SB163, what we're trying to show customers here is some features for process control. So we've got built into our CNC, we've got tool load monitoring for standard sort of operation.
You know what, we might have to go in there. Sorry, do you mind if we come through? Sorry. So in your CNC, that's what you're talking about.
And then we've got the T-Max system, which is a bolt-on tool load monitoring system. So this is really fine-tuned for micro machining, where you've not got a lot of load on each of the servos. And this particular system uses another feature called macro program interrupt, where you can actually extract the tool from the workpiece without damaging the tool. So it not only protects the process, but it also protects your carbide. So it's a fantastic...
It's a cost saver.
Absolutely. For certain products, definitely.
And also if you're making quantity. So what's this over here then? Because this is quite interesting. Over here.
Sure.
I don't know if cameraman Joe can get right into that. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, this is another little feature that we fit to quite a lot of our machines. It's a broken detect system from BK Micro in Switzerland. And where you've got really, really minute tools, I'm talking like 0.1 of a millimeter, there's no load on the servos to detect. So you have to physically touch the tool to check whether it's there or not. Yes. And then you can stop the process if it's broken and not produce any scrap. So that's the idea.
So especially if you're making smaller components like watchmaking, and maybe you've got something of quantity, that is going to control the whole process, more process stability.
Absolutely, and you can fit those on the main spindle, you can fit them on the sub spindle. You need one per tool, but obviously you would monitor the real critical tools in the process.
Love this. I told you we were nerding out. Right, okay. So later on, Paul will be going around the whole event with Alec, just to go in a little bit more depth about the machines. But grand reveal, please. Drum roll, please. Can't really do it. I've got no hands to do a drum roll. But Alec, tell me more. Wow.
This is our ratchet screwdriver. Like I say, I can't take any credit for this. The Chaz and the team did a fantastic job. But that's the little mechanism in there that generates the clockwise and counterclockwise motion, or if you have it in the central position, it's locked. So that's what we're giving away at this event this week.
I mean, just look at this. Every single component here has been made on a Star machine. You should be really proud. Like, that's brilliant. That's incredible. And I know engineers, so often we go to companies and they get a part and you go, oh, where's it going? They're like, I don't know. But this is fully created by yourself, Chaz, and the team.
Definitely. And we're very proud of it. The guys have knocked it out of the park again with this. But we'd just like to show real world manufacturing. And that assembly, like you say, includes all the parts being machined live here at this event. So, yeah, it's definitely a fantastic demo piece.
I love it. I pick up on your passion. So, I'm not going to put that down. I didn't realise it hadn't got a flat bottom on it. Right, thank you everybody for watching. There's lots happening throughout the day. We're going to be doing some interviews. So coming up on the channel over the coming weeks will be some in-depth interviews with the partners and on the machines. But later on today at 1 o'clock, tune in because Paul is going to be taking you on a tour around this facility with Alec, but in a little bit more detail on these machines. Thank you, Alec.
You're always welcome.
Thank you.